Mornings. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center is urging people to check the avalanche forecast before heading out to avoid slopes that could trigger an avalanche. We have the latest on the conditions. Joining us this morning is Mike Cooperstein. He's the lead forecaster for the Northern Mountains with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Callie. It's good to see you.
So tell me, what's the current outlook for avalanche danger this weekend?
Yeah, so we have some storms moving into the area. We have one moving off to the east this morning, which has left quite a bit of snow in parts of the central and southern mountains. And that's going to move off throughout the day today. And then we have another storm system that's moving into the area late Thursday into Friday. It looks like a pretty good ramp up in snow through Friday evening and into Saturday. So we expect the avalanche danger to increase coming into the weekend, especially in the southern mountains where it looks like the bulk of the snowfall is going to happen. It's going to spread into the central mountains as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see an increase in the danger there either. So most of the problems coming into the weekend are going to be new snow problems. So storm slabs, wind slabs, things to look out for are deep deposits of snow. So if you see anything 10 inches, 12 inches plus of snow, you should be careful in those areas.
I know after this next door system makes its way here, we're supposed to have a little bit of a warm up on Sunday and Monday before the next system gets here. What does that mean for the forecast?
Yeah, so anytime we get these storms in the spring and we get warm ups after them, we'll often see a shed cycle, which just means that the new snow is sloughing off once it gets wet. And that wouldn't be surprising. And that can happen anytime. It doesn't take a long time. If the sun comes out for an hour or two, the surface snow gets wet and it can slough off. Most of those avalanches aren't going to be very large, but they could be large enough to knock you off your feet, especially if you're in really steep terrain.
And I know the next system is then expected coming on Tuesday. I know it's a little ways out to be totally accurate, but after that warming period to then have new fresh snow on top of that, what does that mean?
Yeah, so it's a similar thing. If that warm layer gets frozen, we'll see the new snow easily slide off of that as well. So it really depends on how warm that layer is when the new snow comes and how well that new snow sticks to that layer. One of the things that we're seeing right now is we're seeing these incremental loading events, and those can be pretty hard to forecast. We're getting 4 or 5 inches here, 6, 8 inches there. And then we get a big storm. And sometimes when that happens, we can see these deeper, persistent weak layers wake up. And that's really all about the load. So as we add more load to the snowpack, we need to be pretty careful, and people need to be pretty careful on especially northerly facing aspects, northwest, north, northeast, where these buried persistent weak layers are still hanging on.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for all the information.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. We always like coming on, and we'll see you next time.